Hi there, I'm Hayden Crawford from numerologist.com, and today I'm going to be revealing how our 7 main chakra colours are changing and evolving over time. The traditional chakra colours relate to the majority of information that humans hold. Now, as we evolve through personal development, our chakra colours are changing frequencies, so they actually change colour the more we work on our excessive and deficient characteristics, which means that in the colour mirror system, there are bridging colours that each one of the 7 main chakra colours are changing to on a process to becoming rainbow coloured. So eventually all of our main chakras will be rainbow coloured, but in that process they are kind of going through this evolutionary process. So if we start with the red base, for example, we can see that in the traditional chakra system colour, it's red. Now in colour mirrors, it's red with coral on top. Now this relates to, the issues that are held within that energy centre. So issues of survival, safety, security, fear is an emotion that comes up, and resistance within the base chakra. And those frequencies are red. So that's the visible form of light that we can actually perceive from that energy center. Now, think about it. The more that we work on ourselves and we overcome these, sort of fear-based responses to different encounters that we have, we actually step more into joy. So this is the color of the new chakra for the base chakra, and it's actually clear over clear. It's a recognition that we are actually congealed light in human form, and as we step into joy, we're transcending all of those fear-based emotions and safety, security, not belonging, and we are clearing that. So we're clearing the sort of fear-based human DNA, and we are activating our light body DNA, so we're stepping into joy. Okay, so we know that the red base chakra sits at the base of the spine, or the coccyx. So if we move on up from there, the sacral chakra, which has a traditional color of orange, sits above that. Okay, so it's in between the solar plexus and the base chakra, and it actually governs our sexual organs, so our ovaries and gonads. Now, it's our pleasure center, as well as being a place of creativity for us as well. But orange in color therapy also relates to shocks and trauma. So as we clear away the blaming of our baddies as being people that have sort of caused us issues within our lives, and accept them as our wisest teachers, so that we that loved us enough really to be able to help us learn the lessons that we needed to, we change the frequency of that energy center, and it goes pink. So it goes from orange to sort of rose pink with orange on top, and this bottle's known as suchness. So it's the suchness of life. It's accepting that we can't pass blame. We can offer forgiveness into anybody who has mistreated us in any way, shape or form, and see them as our biggest teachers. And that's how the frequency of our sacral is changing. Continue moving on up, and you get to the solar plexus chakra, which sits at the navel. It's our center of personal power, and traditionally the color of the solar plexus chakra is yellow. In color mirrors, it's yellow with olive green on top. Now, it's relating to our ego. So it's relating to, in a sort of negative sense, fear that comes up with that, but also, confidence or even arrogance can come through when our ego is strongly activated. Now, as we work on those issues, we transcend them and we actually step more into our authentic power. And the color of the solar plexus goes to this, which is beautiful gold. Now, if you mix a little bit of pink into yellow, so that's a little bit of pink unconditional love into the yellow fear, you actually receive authentic power. So it's almost moving beyond intellectual wisdom and more into physical wisdom. It's a brilliant evolution that takes place within the solar plexus, because once we become authentic, we can experience a lot more joy. keep on with that journey upwards and you get to the center of your emotional plane, your heart. Now, the heart itself in traditional chakra colors is green, okay? So in color mirrors, it's green with this beautiful turquoise on top. Now, we've all heard the expression, haven't we? Green with envy. Well, that's an old emotion associated with the heart energy center. When you feel that you're envious or jealous, it's actually showing conditional love towards people that you love. So it's like you're not accepting of the way that they are behaving and responding, and it's making you feel bad, and it's creating this entourage of, you know, really unfortunate emotion, which is keeping you feeling unloved. Now, as we work on our sort of green energy, we clear away envy and jealousy, and it actually becomes this beautiful combination. So it's pale pink on the bottom with a beautiful lilac on top. So it's the spiritualization of the heart. It's unconditional love. It's acknowledgement that, you know, the heart is divine, moving well away from all of those issues. So forgiveness comes in, and the releasing of resentment. The thymus gland starts to rebalance, and you start feeling, you know, this beautiful sense of unconditional love towards yourself and all of humanity. Okay, continue on with that journey and you come up to the throat chakra. Now, the throat chakra in traditional chakra colors is blue. In color mirrors, it's blue with this blue violet color on top. Now, it relates to communication and the way that we speak. So it activates our thyroid gland, and when that's imbalanced, we can find that we can either have verbal diarrhea, or we can be very quiet or shy, or it can even have a knock-on effect into stammering and things like that. So when the issues have been resolved, that we kind of start speaking from our spirit rather than just what sort of comes out, we have so much more wisdom and power that can be activated. So once this starts to happen, what we're doing is we are changing the color of the throat to this beautiful sort of blue violet over blue violet. So it means that we are receiving channeled information, so we can become a lot more conscious of the words that we use in order to create or manifest our desired realities and outcomes in all different scenarios. So look out for that one. It's a really fantastic transition that takes place, and it's happening really at a rapid rate at the moment with a lot of people. Okay, so continue that journey upwards and you get to the third eye chakra, the home of the pituitary gland, which helps us have visions of the future. It activates our clairvoyance, and in traditional chakra colors, this one is indigo. Now, in color mirrors, it's indigo with violet on top. Now, it helps us to really trust our intuition and the visions that we're getting, so that we can share that wisdom with other people. Now, if this is out of balance, sometimes it can create paranoia and all of those sorts of things, and we have to really look at how much self-doubt or self-criticism is going around us within our own third eye. Now, once that's transcended, moves into these colors here. So as you can see, it's probably the most radical difference of changes in colors of all of the other energy centers, and it goes to gold on top with clear underneath. So, you know, becoming a spiritual visionary here to serve humanity is what we're stepping into with this center. And as we finally complete the journey up into the crown chakra, we can see that the colors are changing there too. So traditionally in the color mirror system, we've got violet as representing the crown energy center. In this one, it's got magenta on top. That's where it blends back with the red physical. Now, what's happening with this center, it's really interesting, is we're moving away from violet as being our divine connection, our spirituality, and we're moving more into clear. So we're becoming much more of a clear channel where we are merging and being at one, not only with our human form, but with our heavenly connections as well, you know, so the angels and guides and wisdom that comes from above. So the clarity of our connection and this sense of bliss, enlightenment and oneness is there for all to achieve and activate. Well, I hope you enjoyed my journey through the energy centers and learning all about the way that the colors are changing as we evolve through personal development. I'll be back next week with some more insights from Hayden, so I'll see you very soon. Bye for now.